Now here's something a bit different. Skoda have invited me to check out this. This is the Skoda Enyaq Coupe, and it's pretty cool because this is one of the first ones here in Australia. Now this is the pre-production Enyaq Coupe. There is an SUV version, but this is the sexier version, and that's why it's here first. This car has LED lights fitted to it, which are using Skoda's crystal lighting technology, which basically means that it will avoid dazzling oncoming drivers, but look nice and bright. And they also look great on this car. But another crystal lighting that we have up front is this grille. It's called the Skoda Crystal Grille, and basically it uses 131 LED lights up front to sort of give this a signature look, because manufacturers don't need to have grilles on electric cars, so they can do whatever they want up here. And to be honest, this is one of the more creative versions I've seen of a electric car grille from a traditional manufacturer like Skoda. Now down here we have these air curtains, which are pronounced with all these gloss black bits up front to give this a more sporty look, but also to help with aerodynamics. Now this car here also has 21-inch wheels, which would be the biggest wheels you can get on this car, and I've actually heard from overseas reviews of this car that they are actually pretty comfortable. Now this is the Sportline version of the Enyaq, so you get this Sportline logo stamped on the side here, and you also do have these black mirror caps, and then you can see when we're walking along the side that you get this sort of really cool looking silhouette, because this is a coupe SUV. But to be honest, one of the better looking ones that I've seen, thanks to that roofline actually being a bit lower. But I'll show you what happens on the inside with that headroom in just a bit. Now Skoda reckons you can get over 500 kilometers of range per charge, which is quite cool, and you can even precondition the battery to make this charge even faster. Now here is your giant tailgate that opens up. You have plenty of boot space, and underneath you even have little compartments which go really deep into the boot floor, even though this is a rear-wheel drive, rear-motored electric car. And you even have a little bag for your charging cable with its own dedicated space here in the back. Now the inside of the new Skoda Enyaq is pretty different from other Skodas you see. Now there's a huge center screen. It's the biggest screen they put in a Skoda ever, but then they've shrunken down the driver's display in front of you, so it's a lot smaller, but I guess that's good than having nothing like you'd see on a Tesla Model Y. And there's also an augmented reality heads-up display. Now all your controls are in the center screens where you can control everything in this vehicle, but at least there's some like permanent buttons on the screen down below for things like climate controls. Now the overall feel and look of this cabin is nice and spacious. There's a big glass roof to bring in more light, and I really like the seat design. They're really quite comfortable. Now there's plenty of practical elements in this cabin, like there was a really deep center cubby, and there's plenty of places to store items in this car, so it's traditional Skoda in that way. And yes, there's still an umbrella in the door. Now I didn't mind the shifter design at all. It was kind of cool. Reminds me a bit of a Toyota Prius, but then yeah, there's nothing too crazy about this interior. It still feels more like a conventional car compared to something like a Tesla Model Y. Now the back seats of the Skoda Enyaq are super comfortable. There's these leg extensions which support your legs a bit better than other electric SUVs, and what's cool is that even though this is a coupe design, you still get the same amount of headroom as you would in the SUV version of the Enyaq, which is offered overseas, so that's quite cool. And there's also this clever little storage bin which you can put right in the middle of the middle seat, but if you do have someone that needs to sit there, you can just easily remove it. Now that's been a first look at the Skoda Enyaq Coupe, and this is a really cool looking electric SUV from Skoda. It has plenty of useful features there, and I think it's going to be one of the strongest electric SUVs you're going to be able to buy here in Australia, hopefully soon. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to let me know that you want to see more first looks at pre-production cars just like this. Now my name's Cameron, this is Product Review Cars. I'll see you in the next one.